Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver, and I'm making this video inside today because it's crappy weather outside. It's cold, it's rainy, and it's just kind of wet. Another atmospheric river coming through. Anyway, things are a little bit calmer on the tire side, so we're not out there in that rain changing tires, luckily, and we are heading to Christmas. And while we're heading to Christmas, I thought I would make a video on some of the South African goodies that we basically, I guess, I personally really can't live without. It's the stuff that we buy every month and that we use all the time. So my top 10 favorite South African goods that I have to have in Canada. And that of course excludes Biltong, because I am a Biltong addict. I make a lot of Biltong, and that is just the way it is. These are the other things. So let's start. Let me show you what they are. Number one, well, no particular order really. These are just 10 things that I don't go without. We always have it in the house. The first one, Freshpak Rooibos. Now, Rooibos is a very healthy tea, and we just love our Rooibos. At night, you make a nice cup of Rooibos with a little bit of sugar and a little bit of milk, and together with a Rooibos, the thing that I love most is Ouma Buttermilk Rusks. I mean, these things are just awesome. It reminds me of the rusks that my grandma used to make. My grandma used to live in Camus in the Northern Cape, and she used to make all of this amazing buttermilk rusks. I mean, I used to love this stuff, and I still do. This is not exactly like my own Ouma's, but it's close. So we always have Ouma biscuit in the house. So yeah, that's the tea and the biscuit. Then as far as the food sides go, Weet-Bix. It's so funny that you don't get Weet-Bix in Canada. I mean, there's like a million different types of cereals in North America, but nothing that compares to this. It is just so funny. I love Weet-Bix. It's just one of the best cereals out there. And in South Africa, at one stage, they made these little tiny honey Weet-Bixes. Now, that was my top cereal of all time, but they discontinued that. So I have to deal with the normal Weet-Bix, but weirdly enough, we don't eat this for breakfast or anything. I oftentimes eat this for dessert after dinner. It's just like Weet-Bix, sugar, milk. Amazing. Right, then another dessert. Ilovo golden syrup. It's just not maple syrup. I guess this is pretty much like sugar in a bottle. I remember when we were young, we always used to, it was sugar is energy. These were the ads on TV, and Ilovo energy. Anyway, so this is a thick sugar syrup. It's very sweet, and the way we use it is together with peanut butter. It doesn't have to be South African peanut butter, but a peanut butter and Ilovo sandwich, peanut butter and syrup sandwich. It's probably one of the best things you will ever have in your life. Nice slice of white bread, a layer of butter, a thick layer of peanut butter, and a thick layer of golden syrup, and another slice of bread on top. There's few things that compare to that. And then we get to the actual dessert, which is pretty much a combination of three things, which is our Peppermint Crisp tart that we make in South Africa. And I see, they do it in Oz and a couple of other places as well. But basically it's this sweet cold dessert made of caramel, which is pretty much boiled condensed milk, okay, Peppermint Crisp, and tennis biscuits. There's a recipe on the site or on my channel also about how to make a Peppermint Crisp tart. That's just one of the things that we love. It is just this sweet, creamy, pepperminty thing. We use a lot of cream in it too. Anyway, so those three kind of act as one. And now we get to the last three items, which are mainly just spices. The first one is Mrs. Ball's chutney. Just any curry, any, boerewors roll. Mrs. Ball's chutney just goes with everything. It is just It's awesome. Really love it. I like the original and the peach. You get a whole range now. I don't know about the rest, but the original and the peach, that's my favorites. So we always have that in the house. Now you can get all of these things from the southafricanshop.ca or from any South African shop around the country. They will have these, I can promise you that. Actually, the Mrs. Ball's chutney, you can start, I started seeing them in some of the IGAs and stuff like that as well. All right, and then the last two is the spices, the flavors of home that I cannot get away from. Aromat. A lot of people would be like, oh, it's got MSGs in it, it's very bad. Well, they can say about you what they want, but I love Aromat. It's just the thing for eggs, you know. Every morning, or when we do make eggs, Aromat, the only thing that goes on my eggs. No salt, no pepper, Aromat, that's the winner. And then my favorite spice, it's actually quite a new spice. It's not like I grew up with this. This is a brand new spice that I think it came out like 10 or 12 years ago. Well, okay, so maybe not brand new. But Flippen Lekka Worcester sauce spice. That's just one of those things that is, it's amazing. And it's like I said, it's right there in the name, Flippen Lekka. Pretty much means freaking awesome. Flippen is like a softer version of the effing word. And Lekka is amazing, awesome, but it's just so much more than amazing, awesome. It's just Afrikaans for it is so lekker, man. It is amazing. So Flippen Lekka, right there in the name. This we put on everything. I eat it on my lamb, I eat it on my steak, I eat it on Connor and the kids eat it on popcorn. We eat it on almost everything except eggs because the eggs gets the Aromat. So yeah, those are the 10 things that I don't go without in Canada. And I don't think I will ever outgrow them. That's apart from Biltong, obviously. I need to buy a lot of Biltong spice because I make a lot of Biltong. So what are your favorites that you love in Canada and that you kind of always have to have, or that you always have to get in Canada, even though you are so far away from South Africa? Let me know in the comments. And also, hey, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do us a solid subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm show us to more South Africans. And cheers.